And please, everyone join with me today to give a warm, special round of applause to all of my Embo cultists and believers. Your faith in Embo is being paid dividends today. Embo, as you guys know, he was a meme turned into a dream right here before our eyes on this channel. And now he's turning into a Lord Vader requirement machine. Give it to... All right, now I need you guys to stop. No, stop. The fun ends there. Because guess what, guys? We got another Relic 8 requirement for Lord Vader. Yes, you already have 2. You got a 3rd Relic 8 requirement today.
Citizens of Alderaan, are you tired of playing mobile games that just take your money, give you no communication, and give you no content to play? Well, then let me tell you about our planetary sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
If you're looking for a new turn-based RPG game that lets you play in both your mobile and your PC desktop device that adds plenty of characters and new content so it's never a dull day, you got to try out Raid Shadow Legends. I play a lot of mobile games out there, and not a lot of games can boast the quality, gameplay, and artwork that Raid Shadow Legends has to offer. And this month, Raid just released a ton of new amazing clan features and improvements. There are brand new quests for you and your clan members to work on together, and even a brand new clan shop that gives you access to some incredibly powerful items. And this month also has new champions to collect from fragments in the Doom Tower and loads of events and competitions. I have another great champion that you can get for free if you scan my QR code or go to the links down below in the video description. And if you're a new player, you'll be getting an epic hero Chonaru, 200,000 silver, 1 XP booster, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard. All this treasure will be waiting for you right up here, but you gotta be quick because these rewards are only available for the next 30 days. All right, guys, that was a much needed break after the limit of the rage episode that we have there, or as we like to call it, controlled rage. So yes, indeed, Embo is going to be a requirement for Galactic Legends Lord Vader. And as you guys know, we were on this party before anyone else joined out. We have a Relic 8 Embo. I guess the good news is that Embo is not the new Relic 8 requirement out there for you guys. So let's go ahead and showcase what we have here for the next batch of requirements. And we got some teasers in regards to will the Negotiator counter the Executor? Well, let's just say this is going to be the most straightforward answer I've ever seen for them. So let's go ahead, Gary. Can we bring him on over? Let me show you what we got cooking here. So Embo is going to be needed at Relic 5. I got to say, it's been kind of fun being one of the few that like to use Embo. I guess, you know what? We got to spread the Embo love out there. So all my Embo cultists and believers, be happy to know that your faith in Embo is going to be spread throughout the galaxy. Echo, Relic 7. Not bad. A lot of people already have Echo at Relic 7. This is the 501st Echo. But guess what? The Bad Batch Echo is going to be required at Relic 5. And I'm actually very happy about this because let's go back in time for a few seconds. We already had Hunter, Tech, and Wrecker required for the first batch of Lord Vader requirements, and it was great. I was a big fan of that. I guess the Chirotech is kind of the big issue behind them, and they're still a little bit new. They're free to play farmable now, not accelerated drop rates, unfortunately. But I was going to be a little bit bummed if they weren't going to at least require Echo, Bad Batch Echo, because Bad Batch Echo really takes the team to the next level, and you only need 4 members. We don't need a 5th member to the Bad Batch crew. What was that girl's name? I don't know. She's forgettable for this game at least. So it's good to know you're going to get a full team out of it, and Bad Batch without Omega is a top 10 team in Galaxy and second best non-legendary team in the game. So that is fantastic news on Relic 5. Fairly reasonable on that guy. And here's your new Relic 8 requirement. Count Dooku. Okay, well, good news. You already have to have, what is it, a Relic 6 Count Dooku for Sith Eternal. So if you already have Sith Eternal, you're already pretty close, but getting the Relic 8 is no easy feat. Even though 2 extra Relicals might not seem like a long distance, it is quite a long distance away. And Zam Wessel, hey, you guys know who you are out there. When we predicted the requirements, a lot of you guys called out Zam Wessel. When I read that, it's like, oh, that's actually pretty reasonable. Not reasonable, but it's pretty logical because one, what do we say? There's a 2-part analysis when it comes to CG, crunching numbers, picking requirements. They try to stay as lore accurate as possible, but also try to pick those characters that not a lot of people have geared up. And you're going to take a look at my roster in a moment and see where my Zam Wessel's at. And she's going to be needed at Relic 7. Just holy cow. Can we just take a brief moment? Okay, well, in case you're wondering, before we get into the absurdity of these requirements so far, we better hope there's no Executor. My suspicious Executor won't be required because there's a Malevolence Pack data mine, so I have a feeling that's going to be in regards to the requirements of Lord Vader. So if you're worried that the Executor is going to add on top of this, I have a feeling we should be okay. Knock on Beskar to make sure it doesn't happen. But we're having double drops on August 14th as well as the 15th. But let's take a trip down memory lane here and show you where we are so far. So Relic 5, Relic 5, Relic 5, and Relic 5 for all the Bad Batch members needed so far. I'll be very surprised if Omega's needed. Fine, I get Bad Batch Echo. He's the one, the more recent marquee character, so they can catch you there. And he did that. Bad Batch Echo had a little bit of interaction with General Anakin Skywalker inside of Season 7 of the Clone Wars 5. Not that much of a far stretcher, but Relic 5 Tusken Raider, Relic 8 Padme Amidala. In the last group of requirements, we know that there's a Relic 8 General Anakin Skywalker required. And now we got a Relic 8 Count Dooku. We thought that the Jedi Master Kenobi was bad. They laughed and said, oh man, we're altering this deal, baby. So this is definitely looking very steep, and we don't even know what the ship is right now. We're kind of assuming it's gonna be the Malevolence, but just, oh man, too many Relic 8s needed for this guy here. I'm hoping that the last batch requirements are gonna be some more easy layups. I'm still surprised we have yet to see Captain Rex, and we have yet to see Ahsoka Tano. I'm gonna be a little bit frustrated if we don't see those guys in here, because they know that a lot of people have those characters up and running at Relic 7. And tons of people do for the Final First Team or the Padme team, no matter what the case is. So I'm hoping we're gonna see Captain Rex there. But here, let's take a little peek at my roster real quick. And man, why did you guys have to be right about Zam Wessel? I will be honest, I've been always trying to find excuses to gear up as many bounty hunters as possible, because there's a lot of fun teams. You can easily pull out 2 teams out of the bounty hunter faction, and as you can see, my Zam Wessel has been very underappreciated. So let's go ahead and gear her up a little bit. She's got some uses in the bounty hunter team, especially if you like a thermal detonator team. She can do some fun stuff, and keep in mind, she is a pretty quick character. I guess we'll have to get that piece later on here. A fairly quick character, so she's not a horrible character, not the most needed bounty hunter character, C-grade character at best, really, even when with the bounty hunters, but nonetheless, man, they got the lore accuracy and they got the spreadsheet, because a lot of people like me, even for those that spend a lot of money in this game, Zam Wessel just never really needed. Well, hey, they got you now. That leaves one left. Greedo, what are we gonna have to do with you, buddy? Just give him a ship so I have a reason to gear him up. So we have our Relic 5 Embo required, but we won't Relic 8 because we go above and beyond the call of Embo duty. Everyone, let's take a little peek over at that Separatist. Oh, man. All right, again, I want to be more frustrated with this, but I guess the good news is that a lot of people already have him at Relic 6 because the Sith Eternal Emperor. I was really hoping for Darth Sidious. I feel like Darth Sidious was a bit more impactful on the Lord Vader's path to the dark side, but we did talk about how Count Dooku needs to be on this list. So it begs the question, will we see Darth Sidious in the last batch of requirements? Can we bump up the Relic 8 right now? I should have a lot of hoarded up materials here. So I'm not mad, because this is definitely one of those that we really needed. But man, I was not expecting another Relic 8 in here, especially since Jedi Master Kenobi did not require nearly as many Relic 8s as that. So there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Dooku just wrecked my room. Gary, fix the teleprompter. I have no idea what that's saying. That doesn't even make any sense. But that's gonna wrap it up for today. Actually, no, Gary, wow, you're actually somewhat useful. Come on over. We gotta talk about the Executor real quick, man. Take a little break from this insanity and look at another insanity here. So we had Dojafet on SWH Events Discord server respond to a question: is the Negotiator gonna be able to beat the Executor? Hey, you know what? At least they were direct. Normally they beat around the bush and just talk in circular motions. Well, here we go. Good luck. Now, we talked about in our video that usually there's always a counter to the latest and greatest ship out there. They're saying the Negotiator is going to be a very tough battle, more or less. So I'm hoping there's still another counter out there. First Order might be blazing fast, might be able to pull off some really quick moves off the get-go. Even some people I've been talking to, they think maybe the Raddus can pull something up. We'll have to wait and see, but it seems like the Negotiator is going to have a very hard time. So congratulations to everyone who got your 7-star Negotiators. Get wrecked is the moral of the story, apparently. And one more thing, which really frustrates me, you know, I went on a little soap opera the other day. I got on my little soapbox and talked about some problems I have. For example, it took them 2 years to correct unending loyalty, because now it makes sense for them financially, because they don't want the Executor being countered by the Negotiator, as we see. And here's a fleet squad's basic 101 management. They gave us the whole song and dance, and it's too difficult to get fleet management loadouts, pre-loadouts, whatever you want to call it, kind of like what we have of characters with your squad loadouts. Basically, this is still on Crumbs and I's list of quality of life asked, but it's likely going to be a while off if it ever comes to fruition. However, we are still working on bringing other improvements to the game that y'all have been asking for, so hopefully it's something good. But usually, I mean, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't be too surprised. We're kind of calling out the obvious. If it doesn't make them money, it's not going to be a high priority, everyone, especially if they're going to start building up on fleets a little bit. The management's going to be such an important thing, but they say they can't go into detail right now, but hopefully in the next few months or weeks, I'll be able to provide more details and or announcements. Sincerely yours truly, love forever, XOXOXO, hugs and kisses, Doja Fett. For everyone who's not watching the video and listening, that's exactly what he wrote down. I did not ad-lib any of that into that conversation. So it's just really frustrating. You know, I just ask, you know, billions and billions of dollars. Hey, if you ever want to hit me up, I'll be more than happy to fund a couple of these projects to make the game a little bit better of quality of life. If you don't want to pull the money out of your pocket, hit me up. Let's talk a little bit, all right, Capligans? Come on. Come on. Or do we have to wait until you figure out a way to monetize fleet management? Anyways, I digress. That's going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your final predictions on the last batch requirements for Lord Vader. Only a few more left. Are there any more Relic 8s around the corner? Thank you so much for watching. Like, enjoy the video, comment down below. I probably said this already, but be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And always remember, it's great to be in the Empire today. I'll see you guys later.